Hello, welcome to Dimension Coaching. I am Josette Anaya, your life coach. Today I want to elaborate on what I began to share with you in our prior segment, which was on self-love. I feel it's a very important topic that I want to really drill it into your mind and into your psyche about honoring who you are, how you were created or designed to be. So self-love is basically treating yourself with compassion, treating yourself with mercy, respecting yourself. Because if you don't respect yourself, other people are not going to love you. So it's extremely important that we understand to love ourselves. So I call it, to know me is to love me. I want you to love yourself. And when you love yourself, other people are going to love you too. You see, love is a very natural behavior from humans. We're created to love. It's very naturally to be attracted to something, to want something, to desire something, to love something. We're made that way. Hate, on the other end, is not actually natural. It requires a repositioning of your emotions to actually go into the realm of hate. It disrupts your entire being. So we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on to know me is to love me. So let's start by number one, taking time to listen to your feelings. How many times do we just shove our feelings all the way down and we don't pay attention to these feelings because we don't have time? We're so busy, family, work, career, everything takes precedence over our feelings. Let me tell you, to suppress your feelings is to suppress your life. You have to allow your feelings to rise up. You have to feel them. You must feel your feelings, not suffocate them, not hide them somewhere. The reason in the U.S. we are more medicated than anyone else in the entire world is because we're suppressing our feelings. We don't have time to feel. Unfortunately, we're over-medicated. We're sleep deprived. We are love deprived. We are friendship deprived. There's so many things going on in our lives. But feelings cannot be put in a suitcase and dealt with later. When the feeling is inside of you, I want you to honor it at that moment. At that very moment when that feeling arises, you don't have to take a whole hour to feel this thing. Honor it. When it comes up, say, why am I feeling angry? Why am I feeling stressed? Why am I feeling fearful? Why am I feeling happy? Acknowledge the feeling, process the feeling, and move on. Taking time to respond from a place of confidence and not pressure. What do I mean by that? The world pressures us. You get an email. I need to know now. You get a call. Give me an answer now. Everything is pressure, and time sensitive. I want to tell you, stop. Take a step back. Respond from a place of confidence and not pressure. It is okay to slow yourself down. Now the next one is mastering your emotions. I'm going to go into details about that. The other is thinking well of yourself. Taking time for pleasure. These are all the 5 things I'm going to talk to you about today. As you will see in our next slide, taking time to listen to your feelings, as I was saying. Stop rushing your emotions. Go ahead and feel them. You want to cry? Go ahead and cry. You know, I would love for men to accept that God gave them tears the way He gave them to women. Go ahead and cry. It's actually very masculine for a man to cry. When a man cries and he releases his emotions, he actually shows how powerful he is as a man. Do not be afraid to show your emotions. That does not mean you're feminine. That means you're an actual man who is in touch with himself. So feel your emotions. Don't rush through them. Don't rush through your day, through your emotions. Feel them all. Take time to process what you're feeling. I want you to think about this. Geez, why am I so stressed out today? Sometimes we don't even know why we're stressed out. Process it. Why am I so stressed out? What really triggered this moment that I'm feeling so stressed out? It could have been a phone call. It could have been an email you read. It could have been that someone cut you off on the streets. You know, we go through that process when someone cuts us off. Well, those things cause stress. Go ahead and process that feeling, because if you don't process the feeling, what happens is you're going to process it in front of your loved ones the wrong way, in front of your children or your spouse or your friends. Have you ever just lost it And then you have to go back and apologize. You know why? Because you did not process your feelings. Never ignore your gut. You know, your gut tells you everything. Your gut tells you stay away, get close. It tells you rethink that. It tells you to slow down. Listen to your gut. It is, I think, the biggest gift that we were given in evolution was the gut. Listen to that. Let's move on to our next slide right now. Taking time to respond from a place of confidence, not pressure. Everyone wants an answer from you now. They want it right now. No, make them wait. The world is not going to die if they wait. The world is not going to explode. The heavens are not going to collapse. Let them wait. You say, well, it's my boss. He can't wait. Well, I tell you something. If you drop dead at that moment, he's going to have to wait. So you make them wait. Take time. I want you to pause. I want you to breathe. I want you to wait. I want you to process. Then I want you to respond. Do that. That's a beautiful thing. So what is it? Pause. Breathe. Wait. Process. Respond. Look at things from an eagle's view, from an eagle's perspective. Look at life from above, not from beneath. Don't measure anything from the ground up. Measure it from an eagle's view. Because if you don't have the right view and the right concept, you're not going to know how to make the right decisions to benefit you. Whenever you're going to make a decision, be slow. Be very slow for your response, because your response is going to determine the outcomes you get in life. So slow it down. Look at it from a higher perspective. Look at it from all the angles. Then respond. You know, I live a life where people are always asking me, how about now? How about this? How about that? And I used to be really quick in my responses. I was always like trying to be witty or quick. Well, I learned as I've aged, shut up, hold it, wait a minute, let them wait. So what do I want you to do? I want you to pause. I want you to breathe. I want you to wait. I want you to process. Then I want you to respond. Let's look at our next slide. Mastering yourself. This is so hard. This is not easy. Know your weaknesses. Know your strength. Everyone thinks they know themselves, but let me tell you, I'm going to tell you who knows you, the people that hang out with you. You know something about yourself. But your friends, your spouse, they can tell you some stuff about yourself that you're not aware of. So in the process of mastering yourself, this is loving yourself. If you master yourself, you're loving yourself. Ask the people that love you, that are close to you, how they view you, how they see you. And take it with correction, but take it with love. So know your weaknesses. For example, if you're weak at something, it doesn't mean that you're wrong or you're not good enough. It means that that's not your gift. And you know what you do with your weaknesses? You give them to somebody else. You have somebody else help you with that. You pick someone who has strength in your weaknesses. You know, a lot of people say, how do I know if this is the right person for me? They should be the opposite of you, not exactly like you. People go, oh, I want someone who's just like me, who thinks like me, who talks like me. What's that? Hang out with yourself. No, you need someone to sharpen you. Iron sharpens iron. You want someone that has the strength where you have the weakness, and vice versa. But know your weaknesses. Know where you lack, so that others can come in and help you. And be okay with getting the help, because that is self-love. Allowing people to come into your life and bless your life and instruct you and coach you. Those are good things for you to do. Now know your strength. Yesterday I was having a conversation with a brilliant friend of mine. And this woman, brilliant, wonderful woman, she said something to me. She says, I never depend on what someone says to me to give myself value. I don't need for them to say, good job, so that I can know I did a good job. And that made me think. We live in a world where everything is being critiqued and we're being judged. You're judging me right now. I may like her hair. I may not like her hair. I don't like her outfit. I don't like the way she talks. She has an accent. Why does she talk so funny? Million reasons. Well, let me tell you right now. Your strength, you should know them, and you should honor them, and you should love yourself with the strength you have. And you don't need anyone to tell you, that's a job well done. It's nice to get accolades. It is nice when people accept who we are, but it is not necessary for us to love ourselves. So never depend on someone else's accolades for you to feel like you've accomplished. You know what? Go for what you want. Do what you want to do in life. Honor who you are. Love yourself. If they see it, wonderful. If they don't, wonderful. As long as you see it. You have to see your value. You have to see your strength. You have to see your weaknesses. This is all about you. I know it sounds self-centered. Go ahead and be self-centered today. You're allowed to for the next 10 minutes. Be self-centered. Love yourself. Let's go to the next slide. Thinking well of yourself. Build yourself up daily. Daily. Not weekly, not monthly. Don't wait till the weekend to feel good about yourself. Daily. Do something daily that makes you feel good and that builds you up. I don't care what it is. Figure it out. You're smart. Why not? What makes me feel good daily will not make you feel good daily. You need to find that one little thing that makes you put a smile on your face. You need to figure out what that is. And it's different for everyone else. But loving yourself means taking time to figure out what puts a smile on your face. Sometimes a smile on your face could be a memory. I love to go down memory lane. When I go down memory lane, I start to laugh. Sometimes people are next to me and they're like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, wouldn't you like to know? Well, it's okay. Find something to build yourself up daily. Take time to relax daily. I went through a very trying time this weekend. My daughter was in a really bad car accident, and it was very scary. She's okay. She's okay now, but it was a really stressful situation, and I could feel the tension building up in my chest. I was just stressing and stressing. Then I had to stop myself, and I said, it's over. She's okay. She's home. Breathe. You have to stop and you have to relax yourself, because if you don't stop, that pressure will stay in your system, and like I say, you will blow a gasket another time. You will release that tension in the wrong way at work, with friends, with somebody. You don't want to do that. No matter what happens, relax. You can give it to God. You can give it to the universe. You can flush it. However you choose to deal with it, let it go. Now look at yourself in the mirror. So I want you to take time to look at yourself, and you're saying, some of us are so busy that we get up in the morning and we see ourselves one time and we're running around and we don't know what we look like the rest of the day. Don't do that. Look at yourself in the mirror. Take yourself in. Love who you see. Honor who you see, because the world can see you and you cannot see you. You see, when we're looking out into the world, we see them, but we don't see ourselves. So it is important that when we get a break, when we get a chance, go look at yourself in the mirror. Put yourself together, because you may not know that you're not together at that moment. Get yourself in order. Adjust your hair, your earrings, your tie, whatever it may be. Get yourself in control. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I got this. I can do this. I love me. I'm a wonderful person. I'm a powerful person. I make a difference in everyone's life. Take time for you, because the world is looking at you. You need to look at yourself too. Do not allow yourself to go in the presence of someone without knowing exactly how you're coming across. Now, how they want to interpret you is one thing, but the message you bring should always be the best you can possibly bring. Now let's move to the other slide. So you need to disconnect. This is another point of self-love. Disconnect. Take time. Shut this baby down. Take 5 and end it. You need to be able to disconnect from the phone. Unfortunately, they have us so controlled nowadays. They want us to wear a watch. I'm not going to buy the Apple Watch. I'm going to wear the Apple Watch. They're monitoring your heart. They're monitoring your actions, everything you do. You know, it's like you can't disconnect. Disconnect. Turn the things off. Stop watching whatever you're watching, and everything we do on the internet, the Facebook, the Instagrams, all of those things keep us from centering ourselves, from loving ourselves. We're always in response mode. Someone posts something, we respond to it. No, disconnect. The other, I want to share a cute little story with you. I call them the contractors of Girard Avenue. See, I'm originally from Philadelphia, if you didn't guess that already. I'm born and raised in the city of Philadelphia. And one day I'm driving through this huge avenue. It's called Girard Avenue. I get there, the entire street is ripped apart. The city had come in and there was a huge construction. Boy, what a pain in the neck that was. I knew this was going to be months of work. So they're ripping up the street, but I'm seeing the guys laughing and joking, and I'm thinking, these guys are getting nothing done. As I'm waiting impatiently at the light, I'm getting mad that I'm seeing them joking, and I'm seeing them whistle at girls go by in the car, and I'm thinking, focus on your work. So week 1, week 2, and all I keep seeing is a mess. And it's bothering me. I'm getting like an attitude, and I'm really upset because I'm driving. My drive time has become longer. My car is getting dirty from all the dust is flying around in the air. And actually what was really bothering me that the guys were having fun. I thought they shouldn't be having fun. Then like a month passes by and I'm ready to get on the road again, and I look and the street is done. All of it is done. It's fixed. It was beautiful, smooth. All the lines were in the right place. And then I learned a lesson. I said, wow, all this time I was thinking they were not working because they were having fun. They were enjoying themselves. They had time to whistle at the girls and, you know, just goof around. But they were actually doing their work. At that moment, I learned a serious lesson, that your work should be fun and that you should do it with a smile on your face. And just because someone is laughing and giggling does not mean they're not getting their work done. So next time you're going to do your work, do it with joy. Do it like the guys from Philadelphia. Some of them were even dancing. And you know what? Girard Avenue looks great because they did it with love and they did it with fun. Self-love means that you love yourself, but you love others. That's the way we love ourselves. So today, I just want to encourage you at this very moment to love yourself, love others, honor yourself, take time for you. This is your coach, Josette Anaya, signing off today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.